everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Shaking Waisome. As you can tell, that this is definitely not sunrise movement. I should have done sunrise movement this morning, but morning got extra busy and I wasn't able to do it as planned. And I got home a short while ago, and I know that if I follow myself, I am not going to get this done this evening and I don't want to put it off. So I have an errand to run. So um instead of driving to where I need to go, I'm gonna walk, and that's going to be my movement in. So if the lighting is poor or if the angle is bad, it's because I am walking. Yes, walking to get my movement in. I don't know how long it's going to take me and the extent of my success and exactly what it is that I'm going to be talking about while going live while I'm walking. But I just know that I'm walking and I'm using um this platform as my usual, you know, accountability tool. So I am walking, 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 walking. I'm actually going to uh get me some vegetables, and I forgot to take my bag, and I'm not turning back for it. I'm going to continue. Hi, thank you everyone for joining me, whether it is live or delayed. Your presence here is truly, 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 truly appreciated. Right. So whether you join me live or delayed, your presence is really appreciated. It's a huge difference with when you are moving to music versus just literally talking for 30 minutes or however long this journey is going to be. Um, this is the point at which people typically, you know, get home, or that it's literally after 6 p.m. So, like 3 minutes past 6. So, it's literally right at that point of sundown. Yeah. So so far since Monday, I've been trying to stay on track with what I eat and getting my movement in. Yeah. Um, Pretty much what I've been doing is, in the circumstances where by the way, I plan to have a video out this weekend to update you on my progress and all of that. But just generally speaking, what I do is, whenever I am faced with a circumstance where I know that I am going to create an excuse not to meet my goal, what I typically do is create a circumstance where I know that I won't back out. So, for example, this morning, I was not able to, I shouldn't even say was not able to. I didn't make enough of an effort to get my movement in. But what I am doing now to back myself in a corner is to literally make sure I walk to where I need to get to. Because I was already coming up. That was somebody saying hi. I was literally coming up with every excuse you can think of in the book to not exercise. So I said to myself, you know what? Walk. It doesn't matter what type of movement you get in, walk to where you're going. Yeah. So on my way home, driving home, I intended to drive to where I was going to go. But this morning, something that I did to ensure that I didn't just stop and purchase food anywhere was to ensure that I didn't have any live cash. So wherever I would go to get food today, seeing that I didn't pack my lunch bag, I would have to swipe. And where I worked today, there would have literally been zero options of anywhere where I could swipe. So that for me was a control mechanism, one that would help me to stick to my eating window. Two, I'd have to be mindful about where I get what I eat. And three, good evening, trying to keep everybody else out of the live, trying not to get anybody else. So one, I definitely have to put some serious thought into where I eat, what I eat, and the time that it would take me to get to somewhere where I would be able to swipe. Sorry if this is all over the place. I'm just walking, right? I I would have been well within my eating. So that for me was a control mechanism. Also, too, I am wearing a mask now because I don't want to look and I don't want to feel weird just walking around with a camera in my hand. So I'm walking with the phone in my hand. Yes, it's on a selfie stick. Not really extended, but not really drawing too much attention to myself. Again, creating a mechanism where I don't find an excuse that I can't get out of to not get my movement in. Good. Yeah. So I'm literally forcing my own hand, making sure that I obey myself and do what I say that I'm going to do by just creating that circumstance. I don't necessarily have to wear a mask because it's just me out in the open walking, but you know, I literally walking and talking to myself, and I'm going full of one bag of excuse to not do it. My face is covered. It's not obvious whether my lips are moving or not, so that's fine. And I have now been walking for almost 9 minutes, few seconds shy of 8.5 minutes, and I'm one third the journey to my destination. Should I call this one third? Yeah, probably. And just to really make sure that I uphold my end of the bargain. Yeah. So that is something that is very, very important. So I'm walking outside. So my background is going to be noisy. But it's very, 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 very important for us to, take measures, do things that will make sure that you keep yourself in check. Because humans in general are good at making excuses. It's one of my talents too. Hi, good evening. So, yeah, just, taking that stroll to make sure that my evening movements at sunrise, my sunrise movements in the evening. I told myself today that I wasn't going to change the title of the video. I wasn't going to edit the broadcast. I'm just going to let it stay right there and come on when I get on because I want to make sure that I do what I have to do. See, it's actually working. I'm walking for 10 minutes. I'm getting some cool, nice evening breeze. And I'm suddenly realizing the true length of this journey while talking to myself. So it's not your typical, I'm on um, listening to music, moving. It's just really doing what I have to do to make sure that I back myself in a corner, to make sure that I back myself in a corner to get the task done. I'm really and truly hoping that I hi, thank you for joining me. Yeah. So I'm literally just walking, enjoying the cool breeze, just blabbing, not talking about anything specific, just really about, making sure that I back myself in a corner to get what I need to get done. I do that with, trying as best as possible to be mindful about what I eat, when I eat, all of that. With little room, of course, room to make adjustments, but yeah, had to do something about me. I was getting too unruly. I was getting out of control. So far things are going generally well since the last 3 days. But you'll get the specifics. You'll get the deets on Sunday when I release my progress report. Queen of excuses right here. Queen of excuses. Yeah, look, it's all wet. It was raining today. Matter of fact, it's been raining a whole lot. So I'm wearing Crocs. They don't look very nice. They don't look very nice, so I'm not going to show them. Yeah. But I really don't know what else I'm going to talk about. I ran out of things to say 1 minute in because I've been repeating myself. But enjoy the scenery with me if you can, because there was really no way of playing music while walking. Walking with a phone in my hand is a lot of concentrating. Ton load of concentration. To show you how much that is, I actually left the shopping bag I needed to take to carry my items back with me. Hi to my one viewer, my one live viewer. I have no idea who you are. I'm just taking an evening stroll to keep myself accountable. Hmm. But whether you join me live, delayed, replay, or never, I still appreciate your company. And also, I'm enjoying myself, just holding myself accountable, making sure that I do what I need to do because I love my body and I only get one. And there's only one me, and I have to choose to take care of me. Yeah. So I'm sorry if I am boring you and that, you know, this isn't your cup of tea. But the beauty is, I'm already 15 minutes into my walk and I'm still not um at my destination. So if I'm still not there and it's already 15 minutes, it means that I'm going to accomplish my goal of 15 minutes of movement, which is not 15 minutes, 30 minutes of movement, because I'm going to have to walk back home. Yeah. So that's awesome. I'll get off of here once I get to the 30-minute mark. Plus, I don't want to use up all of my budgeted time on StreamYard with, before. So I'm going to come off at the 30-minute mark. Good evening. Yeah. Let's hope that the rain doesn't come pouring down. As I'm walking in a flat area. Yep, pretty flat. I'm not used to this level of flatness, for want of a better phrase. I'm used to hills. And that's one thing I miss. Walking up hills, yeah. Those are real challenges. But when walking on flat, feels like you're walking up a hill, you have a huge problem. Yeah. So 16 minutes walking now. Uh-huh. That's good. So if you're watching this video, can you tell me what do you do to keep yourself accountable? What do you do to back yourself in a corner when you're at that stage where you're coming up with excuses or when you're trying to break into a routine that creates good habits? What do you do? What are some of those things? I'm literally walking the plank. And a very thin wall. It's not high. Try not to fall off. Literally walking the plank. I don't have to. Just doing it. Hi. Somebody saying thanks to me. Good evening. Not hearing you. No man, me not but me too. Yeah man, I'm good, thanks. He's concerned about, me tripping or falling. Yeah. Still not there yet. Still not there yet. On my way. And by the way, I'm walking on a sidewalk in case you're wondering. Hmm. My feet are wet, but it's worth the walk. So what do you do? Hi, Frugal Mama. How are you? I hope you're good. I didn't get my movement in this morning, so I'm backing myself in a corner walking to the shop to get the items I want. You guys call it the store. Here we call it the shop. So I was asking, what do you do to back yourself into a corner? I'm glad you're doing okay. What do you do to back yourself in a corner to hold yourself accountable when you're at that point where you start? Good evening. Evening. Good evening. Yeah, sorry about that noise. So, what do you do to hold yourself accountable when you start making excuses? When you're trying to form that habit, or when you're trying to develop healthy habits? Yeah, so I'm on my walk, 20 minutes into my walk. Oh well, company is nice, but if you don't have it, you still press on. Company is really nice, but if you don't have it, press on. So I really just, want to thank everybody. And you know what the funny thing is? After 21 minutes of walking, it looks like where I'm walking to is closed. Ah, it's closed. I can't believe it's closed. It's closed. But you know what? One of the beautiful things in Jamaica is you can go to a shop or the store and it's closed, but you still get service because the person who operates it lives nearby. So if you're lucky, you can get through. But no, it doesn't seem like I'm in luck this evening. I'm gonna go to somewhere else nearby to see somewhere else that has similar items. I wanted some vegetables to see if I can get them. Yeah, she's closed. But I'm gonna go somewhere else nearby to see if I can get through. Yeah. Good evening. So I'm hoping my second option is still open. It's kind of like what we call a stall, kind of like your farmer's market. But usually, if whoever operates them, a shop, the store, if they live nearby, you can always call them and you still get what you want, as in literally call their name if they're at home. And they will come and give you what you want. But I looked across at her house and doesn't seem as though anybody's there. Doesn't seem as though anybody's there. Brother Mama, your company is so appreciated. Hi, good evening. Yeah, so that's a part of my culture that I wonder where else in the world it happens or if it's a common thing. Because small businesses, especially those that are operated near home or from home, it's almost like um you don't have official business hours. There's a plus and there's a minus. Yeah, because for the person who operates the business, that's trampling on your personal time or your rest time. And the funny thing is, the second option, she's packing up to go. So I'm gonna see if I can get what I want. Hi, good evening. You have any cabbage? You send it home already? Everything gone? I'm late. I'm late. And say I decided to work because I wanted to exercise. New Harbor. Yeah. How much per pound? How much? Okay, how much? What? Yeah, man, I wanted 4 pounds. Yeah, wait, yes, I'll wait. Okay, I'll wait. I forgot my bag though. If it's not too much trouble. Too much trouble? If I too much trouble, tell me no if I know, you know. It's that direction, right? I might be getting through. It's that way, right? Oh, that way. Okay. You're right, yes. I shall wait. I'm not moving. Yes, thank you. I just stop here so that there's a saw. Yeah, man, I'll be fine. That's why I wear these shoes. Yeah, so my second option, she packed up, but I'm gonna get through. She actually sent the items home already, but she's gonna get me what I want. Yeah, man, I'm waiting right here. Yeah. So I'm finally going to get my cabbage. I wanted to have steamed cabbage for dinner. Yeah. So I'm gonna get it. Walking with you has been nice. Thank you so very much for your company. I have not taken a walk in a very, 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 very mighty long time. So it's a good thing that I missed sunrise movements this morning and I chose to walk to force myself in a corner to ensure that I have zero excuse. I'm okay, man. I'm a big girl, but then no man may walk. Thanks. Exercise is good. It's just evening, no man. I'm fine, thanks. Somebody telling me to take a taxi home. No, no, I'm walking. It's fine. It's near, and I'm a big girl. But I can understand his concerns. He's a much older man, probably like 70s, early 80s. But it's cool. So as I was saying, thank you so very much for joining me here on Sunrise Movement, way after sunrise, where I took a walk today because I wanted to, eliminate the excuses and back myself in a corner to make sure that I get enough movement in. But tomorrow I'll be on at the regular time, um, doing the regular thing, moving to music indoors. So based on how this evening turned out, and I might be doing this more often. And I will be getting my cabbage pretty soon. I'll take a picture of what I made and include it in my roundup of the week's activities that I release on Sunday. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Frugal Mama, for joining me live. Thank you, everybody else that will be catching the replay. So I literally got run about 26 minutes worth of walking in. And I've been doing a whole lot of talking and repeating myself and all of that. So I'll be getting about 26 minutes worth of walking back home. So I'm just waiting on them to take the items to me. I was so fortunate that they were willing to go for it for me. Thank you. Ciao. Remember to invite a friend and join me on Sunrise Movements. Thank you. Thank you so very much for your support. Hi. So bye for now, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Your company is really appreciated.